Oh, what's good, YouTube? This is me, PokeLegend here with my Catch Up Friday 3. Now, some of you are probably wondering that I had Catch Up Friday 2 on and then suddenly just disappeared. And yeah, that was just because, according to the YouTube safety thingy, I'm not meant to have any logo of my school or whatever. I'm not allowed to have that. I'm not like to say my full name, to say the address or anything like that. So I had to delete that for safety reasons. Yep. And for that, I'll be releasing two showdown battles that I'm gonna record right after this. So yeah, yeah, and I'm going to use Ubers. Ubers. Yeah, I'll be using Ubers, and it might be two different teams or maybe the same team. Depends on the amount of time I have. Yeah. Anyway, this week was pretty normal. Nothing exciting really. I watched the King Magikarp yesterday. We had a really good fight. I won once and then I lost once. And then I lost because I sacked off my Pokemon too early. Like his Diggersby killed my Manectric. Because I thought that Intimidate dropped um, Diggersby, Earthquake wouldn't kill, but it did kill. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I could have switched off into my Zatu, which is flying type, and then he had to switch out. And yeah, and he did get hacks like poison and burn. He got poison on my Zatu and burn on my Furfur. Yeah, yeah, I'm meant to be the hacks god, but then he's had the hacks are on his side for the first time ever. For the first time ever, yeah. Yeah, so besides that, there was nothing much really. I'll be heading to one of my friend's house soon, and because we'll be having like, these Pokemon battles all the time. And now I know some of you are gonna be sitting at the edge of your seat saying, "Okay, the King Magikarp, the King Magikarp, the King Magikarp." But unfortunately, he's not gonna be on this week. He is not gonna be on next week either. He is actually I'm gonna do this special interview Tuesday and special interview Thursday. So interview Tuesday, it's gonna be the King Magikarp. Interview Thursday, it's gonna be Aeroblaze Gaming, and I couldn't organize for both of them to be on at the same time. Because when the King Magikarp is free, Aeroblaze Gaming is recording, and when Aeroblaze Gaming is free, the King Magikarp's recording. For a blank account, obviously, for the blank account. So yeah, haven't really been doing much this whole week. Just some assignments from school. I was just trying to finish them off. Although we didn't finish them off. Yeah, and then like on the last day of school, we basically didn't do anything much. And you would have seen that I would have talked about that in my Catch Up Friday too. But since you can't watch that, I guess I'll just tell you what happened. So yeah, last day basically it was only science that we actually did some work in. We were learning about compounds and everything. Yeah, so besides that, we were just watching movies. The funniest part was in Italian. The teacher said only PG movies, and no one wanted to watch the PG movies that one of my friends had. So what we did was we put on a PG movie, and then we changed it to The Amazing Spider-Man, which was M. But then the teacher allowed that, and then we changed it to The Iron Man, and then the teacher allowed that as well. And then we changed it to 21 Jump Street, saying that it was PG, and it was hilarious, and it was just hilarious. Trust me, you should watch it if you haven't already watched it. Um, and then about like a few minutes in the video, in movie, the teacher said, "What rating is this?" And then we said it was M. We didn't bother lying, and then the teacher said, "But I said only PG." And then everyone said, "Oh, we already put on the movie. It's too much work to change it now." And then even the teacher was actually laughing during. Even the teacher was going crazy during the movie. Yeah. So yeah, and then we watched a little bit of The Fault in Our Stars. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. And so yeah, I was just exploring YouTube for some songs, and then like R5 is the one that I usually listen to. So 5 members with their names starting with the letter R. So that's how they came up with R5. So then I found out a song called "If I Can't Be With You." That was really good. and then I found a song called that "Who You Are," and at the beginning of the song I was like, I've never heard this before. But then when it came to the chorus, I was like, I've heard this song before. Where did I hear this song? Where did I hear this song? Yeah. The King Magikarp said that he'd be getting an iPhone 6. I'm not sure if he actually bought it. And there was a video on YouTube that a kid bought the iPhone 6 Plus, I think it was, and he got the first copy ever sold in Australia. And then before he could even start the iPhone up, he actually dropped it. He dropped it. I didn't actually watch the whole video. I'm not sure if it broke or not, but I know that he dropped it. That was just pretty funny. Spend $1,000 to get a phone, and then you drop it before you could even start the phone up. Yeah, and it's been pretty rainy here. We were planning to go to the park, but then I don't think that's gonna happen now because it's just been raining and everything's gonna be wet there. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. Anyway, I was watching a TV show called The Sweet Life on Deck on YouTube. I can't watch it on TV. I don't have Foxtel that allows me to watch the stuff on Disney. Yeah, so it's actually a really funny anime TV show. I would recommend that all of you watch it. It's actually good for pretty much all ages because there's nothing like wrong or anything, and I think it is G-rated. But even if you are an adult, you'd actually like it. Yeah. So then there's another one called Austin and Ally. So again, that's from Ross Lynch. That's one of the members from R5. His name is Ross Lynch. He acts as Austin in that. And then there's Ally, which is Laura Marno. Not sure how to say her name, but yeah, she's also a famous singer. I'm not sure how famous she is, but yeah. So yeah, I think that you should check that out. Animes that I've been watching lately are I started watching Attack on Titan, but then one thing I didn't get was that they have cannons in the year 850 or 845. And then according to real history, they didn't have cannons, not even in the medieval Europe, not even in medieval Europe, and that was not until like another 200 years later. 200 years before medieval Europe, they had cannons. Wow, so epic. Anyway, yeah, so I was thinking, why couldn't they at least do a little bit of research before they actually decided to introduce cannons into that show? Yeah. So, but it's not. It's actually pretty good. It's almost like Naruto. For a while, it goes really fast for a while, and then slows down, has a flashback, and then speeds up again. But all in one episode. Except Naruto is like one episode fast paced action, one episode slowing down, one episode flashback, maybe another episode of flashback, and then again super speed action for like 2 episodes, and then slow down again, flashback again, and so on, and then add a few fillers in between. Yeah. And I'm also watching an anime called Akame ga Kill, which also isn't pretty bad. But then the thing is that right now, the episodes that have been releasing, I was just thinking, is like, oh my god, why are they putting in fillers? Like, mostly these animes only have like 25 episodes, but the Naruto has right now 360 something episodes, and I've actually watched every latest one. And I think that Naruto is actually better than Akame ga Kill and Attack on Titan any day, every day. Yeah, and then the King Magikarp told me to watch a anime called No Game No Life. I actually enjoyed that. That was actually very good. I think that was probably the only anime that the King Magikarp told me to watch, which was probably as good as Naruto. Although he didn't tell me to watch Naruto. No one did actually. I found Naruto out on my own. Yeah. Yeah, so I would actually seriously recommend that you guys watch No Game No Life. I don't care if you don't watch Akame ga Kill, Sword Art Online, or Attack on Titan or whatever, but you have to watch No Game No Life. No Game No Life is epic. It is the definition of epic. Or, like Apple would say, the greatest leap in epic ever since the release. I mean, ever since the invention of that word. Or ever since that word was used. Yeah. So yep, guys, that's all I've got time for today. I'll catch up with you guys later next week. So I'm out.